Alrighty, y'all. We finally got some news during the dead part of the NBA season. Cam Thomas has accepted his qualifying offer to return to the Brooklyn Nets. I know I'm a little bit slow on this. Your boy's been just drowning in work all day, so cut your boy some slack. All right, we're getting to it at some point. But this is the first of kind of the what is it like four major restricted free agents that we've just been kind of waiting for something to happen with them. It's Cam Thomas, Josh Giddey, Quentin Grimes, and Jonathan Kuminga. Cam Thomas was probably the one most likely to accept his qualifying offer. For those of you that aren't aware, when you're done with your rookie contract in the NBA, you become a restricted free agent more often than not. And what that means is you can go out and sign a contract with anybody, but the team that had your rights, so the last team that you played for, in this case the Brooklyn Nets, would be able to match his contract. And so Cam Thomas basically went around this offseason, looked, and was like, anybody going to offer me anything? And like every other restricted free agent, they were met with every team saying, we don't have any money to give you because nobody has any cap space. And he was like, shit. Okay, well, guess what, Brooklyn Nets? I want $30 million a year because I average 25 points per game. I'm Cam Thomas. To which a lot of us, if we looked at like 20-something-year-old younger guy just getting off his rookie contract, averaging like 25 points a game, you're like, give him the max. Give him what he wants. Most of us know that Cam Thomas isn't quite that complete of a basketball player. It's honestly probably a little bit frustrating that his camp kind of tried to even do that, but I mean, like, fair enough, go get your bread. I'm not gonna hate on you for it. And so the Brooklyn Nets were like, dude, we're not giving you like $30 million. We'll give you like 2 years, like $14 million a year, something like that. I don't remember what the exact offer was, but it was not very much in comparison to what he had asked for. And you have an option as a restricted free agent to just accept a qualifying offer. A qualifying offer is a set amount of money that allows the team to make you a restricted free agent. If they don't give you this qualifying offer, they can't match anything. So the Nets obviously gave a qualifying offer because they're like, hey, worst case scenario, he's going to come back on this like 1 year, just about $6 million. I believe it's like 5.99 actually. Where's Cam Thomas? Yep, right here, 5.99-ish million dollars. So has to come back to the Nets. He's on a 1 year, $6 million contract, basically, and then he's a completely unrestricted free agent next year, so he might just go for nothing. If you're the Brooklyn Nets, I wouldn't trip about this whatsoever. I think this was probably the best case scenario. Cam Thomas, like we said, phenomenal scorer. I'm not even going to say phenomenal offensive player, phenomenal scorer in the NBA. He will take the basketball, he can run any which way on the court, and he will pull up and hit a mean jumper in anybody's face. He can do that over and over and over and over again. It's phenomenal what he's able to do with that. There's nothing else that he really does at an NBA level, unfortunately. Like, I would not call him an elite ball handler. He is by no means a playmaker. He is not a good defensive player. Like, there's just not much to it. These types of basketball players exist all around the world. These guys that are just prolific scorers, because scoring is one of the things that you can get really good at, or that you see a lot of people get really, really good at in basketball. Basically, like, you go to the Y or something, you're hooping with people, there's always like some dude there that like can't miss, right? And it's because like that's what everybody does. Everybody wants to be the scorer. Go away, Java. I'm not trying to update right now, god damn it. But all these, like, there's so many scorers out there, but they don't know how to play team basketball. They don't know the fundamentals of things, right? There's a lot of those guys. Your favorite college players, you're like, how did this guy never make the NBA? Well, it's because he can't play a complete basketball game. So you need to be so good at just like shooting the basketball and making it like Cam Thomas is to warrant an NBA spot at all, because again, there's just not much else he does really at an NBA level. Dude can get buckets. He will get buckets, but on a team like this, there's not really a point, right? Ideally, these kind of like combo guardish like scorers are typically bench players that you would play like as like an 8th or 9th man or something that you throw in there when you need a spark of offense. They go get you some buckets and you pull them off the court, right? Because any extended amount of time with them on the court just gives more room for the variance, and more so the percentages will just tell you you're going to start playing more bad basketball than good basketball. That's just kind of how it works. But Cam Thomas plays for the Nets. And just taking a look at the Nets roster, we go to our ultimate spreadsheet, which we haven't touched in a second, but this is our offseason tracker. Here's Cam Thomas. I threw him on there. nobody else is going to score the basketball on this team. There really isn't. Michael Never Swing the Rock Porter is on the team, and so he will catch the ball and shoot it. Nobody else on this team is scoring the basketball. So it's not a bad thing to have Cam Thomas on this team. This is his best chance at turning into something, and he has all the opportunity in the world to just go get his buckets, right? That's what he is allowed to do here. But I'm mostly just making this to say, like, hey, he's going to take the qualifying. What's going to happen to him after this season? It's left to be determined. I personally don't think Cam Thomas is ever going to get like a major contract, but who knows? Maybe he'll come in this year as a more all-around NBA player. I truly think you could see it, but I mean, he's literally a 8th percentile offensive player and a 3rd percentile defensive player. It's tough, man. It's really, really tough. And again, I can't even call him like a good offensive player. He is a good shot maker. That is what he is, right? There's no system. There's no like ball handlers. None of this. It's just rip towards the hoop, pull up in your mouth, bucket, which is awesome to watch when he is hot, right? It's just, I don't know. And I don't know how it's going to work out for him next season, right? I hope he continues to get paid, right? He's a good basketball player in that sense and what he's able to do. And he probably has a role somewhere in the NBA. It's just not as prominent as the Nets are allowing him to be. I do think it's good for the Nets to have him on the roster regardless, because look, the Nets drafted all of these young guys, right? They had these 5 first-round picks. 4 out of the 5 of them are known for being table setters. They need people to pass the basketball to. And outside of Michael Porter Jr., Cam Thomas is the only other one. So it's better for these guys' development if you got someone that you can kind of facilitate some offense through. The problem is Cam Thomas doesn't necessarily even play that well without the basketball, so that makes it a little bit hard. Michael Porter Jr. only plays without the basketball, so, that doesn't necessarily help you free up a ton of offense either. Guys are most likely going to stick to Michael Porter Jr. this whole season, and I feel like he's not going to have a very good year because, again, he doesn't create offense for himself. He plays off of other people, and there's nobody to really create for him here. There's a car alarm going off in the background. I'm going to hope that you guys can't hear that. Maybe I should wait a second. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm going to wait a second. All right, I waited like 3 seconds. It's gone now. But yeah, obviously this isn't going to be a very good basketball team this year, right? That's not hard to figure out. Maybe they will be. Like, I never want to completely close the book on anyone, but it doesn't look pretty as of right now, right? It's not the prettiest looking team. But Cam Thomas being on there as the first restricted free agent to go. I'm hoping that other restricted free agents will kind of follow now. But again, it did seem like Cam Thomas was just kind of always on this path. He just wasn't really going to get a better offer than the qualifying one. If you're looking at the Nets roster right now, they do need to clear up 3 roster spots, which isn't actually that hard to do considering they have 4 guys on non-guaranteed contracts completely. So 3 of these 4 guys got to go. Drew Timme feels like an obvious one to go. I know, Billy, you've seen Drew Timme get 20 points per game in like March in the NBA. March basketball in the NBA isn't exactly real. No. Keon Johnson, Tyrese Martin, flip a coin. If you're asking me, I could probably get rid of both of them. At least I've seen Jalen Wilson put up some interesting moments in the NBA, so I'd be inclined to keep him. Also, if he pans out, it's more valuable than if the other 2 do, just because positionally it's a bit more difficult to find. But I won't pretend like Jalen Wilson has been a phenomenal basketball player. I mean, you can just see it here. But again, it's not like the other ones are all that much better. Wow, there is not a lot of green on this roster, man. It's going to be tough, but they're doing the tank job. And again, somebody's got to score the ball. So Cam Thomas, let's let him get 30 points per game this year. Fuck it. Why not? He can do it. Because again, there's not much you can do to stop him if he wants to go get a bucket. But I don't know. I just thought this was interesting and I wanted to bring it up. Again, the other 3 restricted free agents, Giddey, Kuminga, Grimes. Not sure what's going to happen there exactly. If I had to guess, give me Josh Giddey, 4 years, $24 million a year, player option at the end. Quentin Grimes, give me like $14-ish million a year. I don't think he has as much negotiating power as them. And then Kuminga, Shit, I'm sorry for the hiccup. I don't know what Kuminga does, man. I really don't. If I was the Warriors, I would be really scared about bringing him back onto your roster. I really, really would. If he takes the qualifying, that's not good for you either. You'd rather just use the asset, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a tough situation for all these guys, but let me know what you guys think of the Cam Thomas move. Again, it feels like the expected one, but I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on it. If you're a Nets fan, are you at least excited to watch some Cam Thomas this year? Because it should lead to some fun moments. And again, you need somebody for all your facilitators to get the ball to. Maybe if Cam Thomas can play like a little bit more off ball this year, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to pump this out because I feel like it's my job to do it. Jeez, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I still got to film another season preview video video, so be on the lookout for those obviously being posted every morning for the next like 6 weeks, Monday through Friday. A lot of fun with those, and the thumbnails are my favorite part to make in those videos, honestly. But as always, I appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.